It's hard to score when you don't touch the ball. I mean, no offense. Kyle got 2 shots in the first half, both with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
I'm going to get to the Rocket side of things in this video, but I want to start here. This tweet that you see on the screen, this is me just analyzing what's going on in the game as it's happening, as I was doing with other playoff games when it first started. And this is what stood out to me right away. Yo, what's going on with Kyle Kuzma? Why isn't he touching the ball? So when I heard Doc Rivers say this right after the game, I was like, whoa, I just said this. Now, 2 things came in my mind as Doc Rivers was speaking. One, is he taking accountability? Like he's telling the media, yo, I got to get Kyle Kuzma more involved in these offensive plays? Or is he subliminally telling the players, yo, y'all got to look for Kyle Kuzma a lot more and actually get him the ball? You're ignoring him or not seeing him on plays where he's able to score or just make something happen in general. Now, like, share, and subscribe and comment below if you think Doc Rivers is taking accountability on this one or if he's blaming the players. And let me know also if you think Kyle Kuzma himself got to do a lot more, or if you really think he's just not getting the ball, period, and it's hard for him to get points and assists. The rebounds and steals, blocks, that's a little bit different. Obviously, you don't need the ball for that. Let me continue and show some of the tweets I also made about this Bucks game and why they lost, because I got footage to back up what I was also saying as this game was happening. Bucks giving up way too much open shots from 3 and straight line drives to the basket. Giannis getting double teamed anytime, pardon the grammar mistake. He has the ball in his hands. Let me show y'all exactly what I mean now, alright? The footage don't lie. As you see on display to start off the game, pick and roll. They both go with Nembhard. They forget that Miles Turner is a very capable 3-point shooter. He's gonna nail it, alright? On this next play, Nembhard is wide open for a 3-point shot. This is a common theme that you're gonna see as this video goes on. Here's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sets the screen. This is what I'm talking about. Off the ball, he's wide open. That should have been an easy dunk if the pass was a little bit better. Nembhard driving to the lane once again. Straight line drive. Pascal Siakam now wide open in the corner for a 3-point shot. This is the playoffs, man. Nembhard again. You know, just little easy move, gets to the basket. Okay, another wide open shot. At some point, you got to start guarding these guys. You can't just leave them open. Maybe that's on Doc. Giannis getting to the rim off of an off-ball pass. He gets fouled. That's what you got to do more often. Look, another off-ball play, and you're going to see Giannis once again off the ball, cut straight to the rim. They can't stop this, right? Once he's going full throttle down the lane, he doesn't have the ball in his hands. He's going to get a basket more often than if you're trying to double team him. Look again, you got to throw that. You got to give that to Giannis right away. They don't. Instead, they miss a 3-pointer. On this play, I know Nembhard is back really away from the 3-point line. You still got to guard it. It's the playoffs, man. You're down. You're trying to come back in the game. You can't give up an open shot. Another open shot for Nembhard. This is not a coincidence. He had a really big game, and I'm going to get into the box scores just quickly as we transition. Pascal Siakam, another open 3-pointer. Brook Lopez, somewhat I mentioned too, who was kind of just patrolling the lane, doing what he does, but it also cost the Bucks when it came to giving up open 3-pointers. Let's get into the box score now, and I could explain how these plays actually showed up in these statistics as well. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 36 points, 12 rebounds on 14 and 23 shooting. It looks tremendous. You're probably wondering, what am I talking about? The 5 turnovers. I think a lot of that came from him being double teamed and trying to dribble his way through traffic or guys just really harassing him. Brook Lopez had 9 points, 4 rebounds, but what stood out to me more is 0 blocks. This is somebody who usually leads the league in blocks per game, or he's somewhere in that top 5. Again, the way the Pacers are playing, they're not going all the way to Brook Lopez for him to try to block the shot. They're just popping out for the 3-pointer, and as a result, you see Brook Lopez scrambling to contest the shot, and it's already way too late.
Oh, just gonna say, let me make my point. Right. He can't make them make shots. That's my point. That ain't got nothing to do with coaching. Van Vliet got to play better. Van Vliet. Wait, what do you mean?
You always talk about the coaching.
No, coaching's important, but he can't make. Fred Van Vliet and Jalen Green got to play better. That ain't got nothing to do with coaching.
Okay, we're in playoff basketball, which means we have to not take decent shots. We have to take good or great shots. We cannot be impatient.
I was watching the Houston game, and right after, I chopped up some footage where I said, okay, these are the plays where it looked like either there was great defense being played by the Golden State Warriors, or it was just the Rockets being incompetent on offense. I'm going to show you the video that I put out right after. All right, this is a previously recorded video, but it speaks to what Charles Barkley and Kenny were both saying. First off, let's talk about the great defense Draymond Green played tonight. Jalen Green tries to drive on him, just straight vertical. All right, Alperen Sengun tries to post him up, misses very badly. On this next play, you're going to see that they try to get the ball down low. Draymond Green sees it, and he just steals the ball. This one, Alperen Sengun is posting up again. Draymond Green is holding his ground. He forces him into a tough position, tries to make a pass which Gary Payton gets his hands on because of Draymond Green. Now, beyond Draymond Green, look at this. That's an easy layup that you got to make. They do get the offensive rebound back. Fred VanVleet gets a shot at it, and he just really played bad tonight. That one looked like it had no shot of going in. Fred VanVleet once again trying to create, and another shot that doesn't look like it has a chance to get the offensive rebound and miss a very easy layup. Here you see Jalen Green driving in traffic, a bunch of Golden State Warriors players around him. Nothing good comes out of that. Alperen Sengun on a fast break passes it. Another easy missed layup. You can't have that happen. And Fred VanVleet with another shot that doesn't look like it's going to go in. And then once again, it's the same thing as you see here. Bad offensive night for the Rockets. Let's go over the box score of this Houston Rockets versus Golden State Warriors game quickly. Right off the rip, what stood out to me is that Butler attempted 19 shots, Steph Curry attempted 19, Brandon Podziemski attempted 13. Outside of that, no one else really attempted much. It was a very concentrated game when it came to who was taking what shots. If I'm the Houston Rockets, I gotta find somebody else who's gonna beat me outside of Butler and Steph Curry. I know that's often said, but it really speaks when you look at the stats. Draymond Green, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. That's what stands out to me more than anything. Jimmy Butler, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals. Again, the Warriors defense was just really, really elite. Then, of course, Steph Curry pitched in with 31 points. Getting to the Rockets side of things, Alperen Sengun, 26 points, 9 rebounds. Here's what really you're going to point at if you're the Rockets, and I know a lot of people said this. Fred VanVleet, 4 of 19 from the field, 2 of 13 from the three-point line. Jalen Green, 3 of 15, 0 for 4. I've said in a lot of videos in the past when talking about the Rockets, I didn't believe in this combination of Fred VanVleet and Green because I think they're inefficient and high-volume scorers. However, if I'm Ime Udoka, my game plan would be, yo, Fred, I need you to chill and not take more than 10 shots. Just play point guard. Be a pure point player and let Jalen Green take more, and hopefully he'll hit some this time. I'm gonna leave things right here. Like, share, and subscribe once again. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I want to know, what did you see in that Milwaukee Bucks game? What did they do right? What did they do wrong? What did the Pacers do to win the game? You got to give them credit. Can't wait to see Damian Lillard come back. I believe he's gonna be available for game 2, game 3. We'll see, especially with the back and forth that he had with Tyrese Halliburton. Same thing with the Houston Rockets game. What did you see in that one on the Rockets side or the Golden State Warriors? All right, I'm out.